Hello everyone and welcome back to Take It, Hold It, Mod It. For this episode we're going to continue with limited ammo mode and we're going to go with classic loadout Lewis. As per usual, every other setting is going to stay absolutely unchanged. Oh, we are in. Nice. So we get one health source instead of two, and we get a nice little knife. I've never really liked the design of this knife, but you know, nothing says I need to use it anyway. What are we getting? We're getting the rotary shotgun. Well, that is certainly interesting to say the least. By the way, if you don't know how to palm rounds like this, you press down on the touchpad or down on the joystick, depending on which one you have. You know, you could be on Oculus or you could be on the, what's it called? The Vive or the Index or whatever. And it's different for all of those. I think on Oculus it's always going to be the joystick, unless it's the Quest? No. The Quest doesn't have a touchpad. Basically, if you only have a joystick, it's down on the joystick. And if you only have a... Oh, but also simplified. This game has so many control schemes, I completely forget sometimes. I should stop trying to tell people what the buttons are when I don't even know half of them myself. Or at least, you know, kinda. I kinda don't know half of them. I know most. I know most of them for Vive and stuff like that. Excuse me. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat or something. But we should actually get a revolver because I don't think this shotgun's gonna cut it. But we got the Matiba. Is it? Is this the Matiba? This is the Unica. Yeah, the Unica 6. Oh my god, what a frog! A frog has leaped into my throat and has taken it hostage, apparently. Can we get more? Okay, I mean, easy come, easy go. Give me more. Thank you. Can get rid of that. And put that in there. Put this down here. And we're going to get rid of you, I think. I do like this shotgun, but anything without a stock is kind of a pain in the ass. So we're going to get rid of it. Put that up. Oh, man. Oh, ammo futzing. Okay, there we go. So we're going to do this hold with the Unica instead. I've always loved the Unica. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gun. It's such a weird one as well. I always mix this and the Rhino, is it? I think because they both look pretty much identical. They're like the black finish, wood grip, kind of chunky revolvers, the Rhino and the Unica. But I actually think I forgot what it's actually called. It's probably called that. Using my gut instinct for that. You know what's making recording this series really, really painful? This has been the hottest that Scotland has ever been in a long, long time. And if you don't know, I live in Scotland. So, yeah, it's been so insanely warm here. This is the one that autococks. Okay. Whoa. Oh, there you are. Nice, got him. Let's reload. We do have a limited amount, but, you know, that's fine. Yeah, it has been obscenely hot in Scotland over the past few weeks. I can barely sleep with my sheets on, frankly. Pretty much every single day I've just been like, throw my duvet away and I'll just sleep with nothing. It's because it's genuinely that warm that, like, having a duvet on top of you is practically akin to putting yourself in an oven. Ooh. I haven't practiced with this weapon, so I'm a little bit weak with it. But, you know, practice makes perfect. At least I can still hit most of my shots. Yes. I mean, we're done with this hold anyway, so I don't really need to worry about saving ammo.
3 override tokens found.
Even right now, I am sweating like hell. And, I really couldn't have picked a worse time to try and record VR, could I? Especially considering the heat. I had to go and clean my PC the other day, because, you know, I hadn't done it in quite a while, and I was like, oh, the heat is probably going to be really terrible for my PC, especially if I'm trying to record VR or stream some intense game. So I just decided, fuck it, we gotta clean the PC. And so I went down and cleaned it. It's annoying because my PC is so heavy. It is a insanely chunky PC. No thank you? Can I say no? Because I'm gonna say no to this. Let me get this instead. Okay, a golden 1911. Fair enough. As you can see, the lighting is of course fucked. Usually what happens. Luckily we do get quite a lot of rounds with this. I think it's 7 in the magazine, if I remember correctly. And we'll get that. Where's the Unica? I'm still going to take the Unica with me. I'm not going to take that though. Actually, we'll take that just to recycle. But, you know. That's about all we're going to use it for. Oh, shit. I'll use the Unica as my two-hold weapon. Oh, shit. Oh, excuse me. Didn't mean to literally parkour my way on top of that truck. Oof. Well, okay. Well, we can just dump that. That's fine. I should go to the other one, actually, because it might have an actual ammo station, which would be nice to get more rounds for the Unica, more cylinders. Also, this map should be performing better now for me, because I was running my index at 144 hertz, or not, yeah, hertz. Hertz? Yeah. Yeah, I was running my index at 144 hertz, the highest frame rate it could go, and I figured, you know, maybe that's kind of a bad thing if I'm trying to play a pretty intensive game modded, so I decided, you know what, let's just not do that, and get this up here, get that in there. I know I dropped it. The worst part about having your controller geo off is you can't tell where you're putting your mags half the time. There we go, and that should be good enough, and we'll take a few extra just to be safe. That'll be our reserve. That'll be our special, like, oh shit, we're out of ammo. Oh wait, I've got more ammo down here. You know, those reserves. But the worst performance in VR really does make me feel like I gotta upgrade my PC at some point soon. And I've heard the prices are finally starting to mellow out a bit. So over the past few years, or the past 2 years or so, 2020 and 2021, PC prices and like the general prices of all the really good parts, like, you know, like the good graphics cards and the good CPUs have been very high. You know, they've been kind of high demand. And also scalpers, you know. You know how it tends to be with scalpers. They're always just kind of buying it and then marking up by like 20% of the price it should be. I'm sure you've probably experienced that. You've probably seen it around with like the PlayStation 5 and stuff like that, getting scalped a lot, and all the good graphics cards getting scalped, and the 30, oh, you can't even get a 3080 nowadays, and ends up costing like 2,000. Someone actually linked me their PC build earlier in the week, and I actually saw their graphics card was literally like 66% of their total cost of their entire PC build. Like their PC costed 3,000 and the graphics card was 1,700, and I was like, oh my god, that is crazy. 1,700 for a graphics card. That is insane. That is almost as much as I paid for this PC in general 5 years ago. Oh, and I think that's crazy. My PC right now is about 2,400 cost, but that was 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago. It is a like 5 or 6 year old PC. It is chugged along nicely. It is a absolute monster for when I got it. So I'm honestly surprised it's still doing just as fine. At most, it's kind of struggling with, obviously, games like Cyberpunk. I tried to play Cyberpunk back when it came out. I genuinely just couldn't run it. It was so intensive, so, I guess, unoptimized to a certain extent.
Please don't tell my parents what I do to pay
Advance
them.
the next system node and take it.
But yeah, my PC or the Cyberpunk was so unoptimized and so graphically intensive, I couldn't even like play it. And as you can see, we're still getting frame rate problems despite me turning a lot of the settings down. I think it's just the amount of SOSIGs in the area is making it quite intensive. Oh, that is a chuggy frame rate. Ah. Oh shit, I died. Wow. Well, that's to be expected. I was taking a ton of shots, but we'll run that back. We'll do it again. That frame rate is really hard to do stuff with. It is really hard to perform or to play HC when you're running it like 60 FPS. So, kind of understandable. But I think that's one of the first times we died early on, and we had to do a second run to keep the length up a bit. I was expecting most of these videos to actually be, what is it? An hour long? No, 30 minutes long. But so far they've ended up like 40 to an hour, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because that makes it quite annoying to work with, quite annoying to render. I think it's also a mix of this map being a bit easy, I would say. This map is actually kind of easy. I don't know if it's just because I'm on limited ammo and they go a little bit easier, but generally speaking, this map hasn't been too difficult so far. It's only got a couple holds, the holds aren't particularly dangerous, and these SOSIGs aren't really, you know, shooting me that well. Not to mention they don't actually look in my direction a lot of the time, you know, especially when you go into like these the actual loot points. A lot of the time they're not looking towards the entrances, they're kind of looking away, you know. As you can see right here, they're kind of just, they don't actually look anywhere that they should be.
That's in the neck of the woods.
I would imagine that would get fixed eventually. Maybe it's something that can be fixed, you never know. But I would say my my experience so far with this map, I actually really like it. I really do actually like this map quite a lot. About the only thing I would really want would be maybe a few more holds. Black tips are quite nice. We can work with that. Yeah, but above anything else, I think I would just want some more holds, some more maybe some more loot points, maybe some more stuff like that. Maybe the SOSIGs kind of conjigured around a bit, moved around a bit, looking in different directions so that they're covering more angles and stuff like that. Because a lot of the time you can just stroll into a loot point and snap all their necks and none of them ever notice because they're all facing the opposite direction that they logically should be. Where is the SOSIG here?
I always get the worst shift.
They're down there, are they? Oh. Oh, there you are. Oh. Am I chambered?
Cover the eye.
I'm not chambered, apparently. Nope. Apparently I forgot to chamber it. Would you look at that?
Load off.
I'm a bit of a dummy. God, I love this sniper rifle. If you don't know, this is actually the first sniper that was ever introduced into the game, by the way. This was introduced all the way back in 2016. It was the actual first bolt action that was in the game. The second bolt action that was in the game was actually the kind of desert tan one. The desert tan bolt action that's kind of tactical a bit skeletal. I don't really like that one as much. Never really been a fan of that one, but this wooden one is always really nice to get. It's also just really sturdy. It's just really reliable. We're out of ammo. Woo! That's gonna be the intro clip. Oh! I'm a good shot with this thing as well, apparently. Oh, come on. Nope, I think I'm out. Nope, I'm not out. I didn't actually see a round chamber, so I thought I wasn't, I thought I was empty. Man, not a whole lot has been going on this year, sadly. or the last year, but that's kind of understandable. You know, the whole mess with the disease kind of made everything a bit confuzzled, made everything a bit weird. And because I used to go to the theater quite a lot, actually. Every single year I would go to the theater like 4 or 5 times to see quite a few movies. You know, one time I went to, or not one, I guess one time, I went to see Venom in theaters. It was actually, I really liked Venom, by the way. It's a really good movie, in my opinion. Not the best, definitely not excellent, but it's enjoyable. It's what I wanted, for the most part, out of what I expected. I actually am enjoying this rifle quite a lot. We might keep it. Oh, we're also out of ammo, which is bad. We should probably buy another gun very quickly. That's fine enough. This is the second shotgun introduced into the game, I think. Or the second double barrel shotgun. There we go. You can also dump ammo into your pouch, by the way, by pressing up on the touchpad, if you didn't know.
Investigating.
I mean, you just literally just ran into my my shotgun, so don't know what else I could have done. Sucks to be you, I guess. But yeah, I used to go. Oh no! Oh, that's annoying. I also just lost the shell. I saw it disappear. I kind of wish they would save as a bundle. You know, when you drop them out, they kind of saved as a bit as a bundle, but who knows, maybe that's a mod. Maybe that'll get added eventually, you'll never know. It's actually, if you don't know, H3 is actually kind of piping down development-wise. So, Anton has actually been doing a lot of thinking about his next game, the next game he wants to do. He wants to do like an actual RPG, which is cool. It's really cool. The stuff he says and like the stuff he wants to do with it sounds really interesting, where he wants to have like an actual meaningful kind of spec system, RPG system, stuff like that. So I'm not saying that that H3's development is over, but I would say I would expect H3 to end development at somewhere in the next like year or two. As unfortunate as that is, but it is still an incredible game. I think this game just by itself right now is already still very good. It's already fairly complete, feature filled and stuff like that. It's got so much stuff, and the modding scene is just lengthening that lifespan even further. People are going to be interested in H3 for years to come, and even then I think Anton probably is still going to be adding more and more stuff over time. The updates might just slow down a bit eventually, and again, I'm saying this from what I think is going to happen. You know, Anton might have a different opinion. Anton might say, nah, even though I'm working on my next game, and I'm kind of doing a lot of troubleshooting for it, and a lot of, concepting, maybe Anton will stick with the game for a long time still, despite that. But, you know, it's just a, you know, I expect that maybe H3 is going to slow down in development-wise over the course of the next few years.
Hold this position.
I would expect that.
Analyzing system.
Oh, I missed. Nice. You're not dead, are you? You're dead. Okay. Almost looked like they weren't dead for a second. Yeah, going back to talking about theaters, about 5 times a year, I would go out and see a movie in theaters. It was usually, you know, obviously it was a movie I was interested in. I went in to see a lot of Marvel movies, and I know everyone's like groaning, or a lot of people are probably going to be groaning at the mention of, oh, Marvel movies, ugh. But, you know, they're good. They're not like incredible experiences, but they're really good. They're solid. And I also generally like superhero stuff. I'm a big fan of superheroes. Always kind of have been. Kind of writing my own superhero comic, and that I hope to eventually create. So I'm kind of working on that in the background always and stuff like that. But yeah, one movie I'm really looking forward to this year, and I still don't know. I don't know if I want to go in to theaters to see it, and I know like I'm probably gonna have to, and if I really do want to, but I really do want to see Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh. We're actually really low on ammo. What?
Encryption neutralized.
Yeah, I really want to go see the new Spider-Man film. I'm a massive fan of Spider-Man. I've been a fan of Spider-Man since I was such a tiny little kid, like 4 years old. I really love Spider-Man, which was ironic because for the longest time I was afraid of spiders. But that's pretty common, you know. Pretty common to be afraid of spiders. I'm not that afraid anymore. You know, I'll still like jump if a spider is near me to a certain extent. There we go. Woo! I clicked and I ran out of ammo. So I had to do something. This one was a hell of a lot more successful than our last run. And, I think I'm gonna... Do I chance it? I think, I'm kind of relying on, does this have any ammo left? I wish I could check and see if this had ammo left, because I would really like to avoid buying another weapon that I'm gonna use just temporarily. Although we could recycle it. You know, you never know. Yeah, it's such a shame that theaters nowadays, they probably had a really tough time. I'm guessing that my theater that I normally go to isn't really doing too hot. Oh. Okay, we're out. Come on, give it. Oh, fucking. I grabbed him, but it just wouldn't let me. There we go. Well, we have a functional bat, so we can just deal with that. Nope. Oh, it still had ammo. No, that was his one. I forgot. Hey, let me... Oh, wait, why am I... Oh, because I had a health so sick. So if you don't know, you can actually use weapons as melee weapons, so... Ooh, the Thompson, and it's the actual Chicago typewriter Thompson. Not the modified one. Is this a ammo restock station? No, it is not. I actually, I kind of want a different one, to be honest. I do like it, but it is not my favorite. We'll stick that in there for now. And we'll avoid it. We'll use the Chicago typewriter for a little while. We'll have a go. I still wonder why it says the, or why the loot room says that it's still not been looted. But it is nice to have a full auto weapon for once. We could go with random. Ooh. It is a... What is that? Springfield? Car 98. I get the two confused quite a lot. I know that that's probably going to anger some of you, be like, no, of course it's a Car 98, of course. But no, these two, it does confuse me sometimes. Can I remove it? There we go. I don't really want a scope, so we'll just roll with this. We actually do have to keep these. I forgot about that. Let's get rid of this, because honestly, I don't need it anymore. We'll put the Car 98 up there. And then we will get this. Put all our ammo down. Grab some more. There we go. Man, H3 is so much fun. Limited ammo was a lot more fun than I expected it to be as well. I really wasn't sure that limited ammo was going to be my thing, but I'm actually liking it a lot more than I thought. And I don't think it's just because better hands. I haven't really been using better hands all that much. I think it's just that the new loot grabbing systems are a lot more solid than what they were back when this mode was originally introduced. Because before you had to kind of futz about with individual rounds and load them into magazines and stuff like that. And some people like that. Some people really do like the feelings of having to reload your magazine. Which is fine, they can play like that. We're probably almost out on this. Alright, so I should... Oh, hang on. Do it this way. Oh. Okay.
Guess I'm out.
Man, it's satisfying to use though. Better hands just kind of adds icing to the cake, you know. It's and again, I've already recommended it, but I really recommend installing Better Hands above any other mod for H3. Better Hands is the one to have. It is the prime mod. It is the one that you're gonna want. I don't think we've seen shield guys yet in this series. They've become a hell of a lot more rare.
Hardened encryption detected.
Where's the hardened encryption? Ah, it's up here.
Encryption neutralized.
I would go in to see the Shang-Chi movie in theaters, but I just kind of don't really want to go anywhere right now. I know it's partially kind of fear. I am vaccinated. I have gotten both my vaccinations, so I'm not saying that also says I have no risk, because there is still risk. If you've gotten both, you can still be at risk. And I know talking about this is it's not really like a good conversation to have, as it doesn't really lift people up. It's kind of just the general stuff you had to hear for 1,000 times. But, you know, I do think it's kind of important, in a sense.
Swarm encryption detected.
Again, I still don't really want to leave my house all that much.
Encryption neutralized.
Even though, you know, it's perfectly fine to kind of now. Not perfectly fine, but pretty fine. I think, and that's going to stick to people a lot nowadays as well. A lot of people are still going to be a bit afraid to leave their homes, despite what's going on. No matter how safe it gets. And then there are some people who just don't care anyway and just will go out regardless. So, but oh well. Shit happens. 2020 happens. 2021 happens. Have I said this before, or have I mentioned this story before? But me and a friend in high school, she was actually my roommate my housemate for the longest time as well. But we always used to have this kind of inside joke where if we didn't know the release date for something, oh shit. Yeah, if we didn't know the release date for something that we were talking about, like we used to say on stuff like A Hat in Time, or, you know, when's XX coming out, you know, when's Y coming out, when's the next X movie coming out. And if we didn't know the answer to that and we were expecting that it was going to be delayed or something like that, or again, if we just didn't know the date, we would actually say, oh, it's coming out in 2020. We would say that as like an actual joke. We would use it as the butt of a joke, where because 2020 was so far away, it seemed pretty illogical, you know? Oh yes! Oh, the FAMAS. This just got its model replaced, by the way. I don't know this. I do have a modded version installed, but I don't think this is the modded version. Maybe? I think this is the official version. But this just got its model replaced in H3. Oh, it's really nice. Let's... Actually, I kind of prefer having this one. Sorry, Car 98. Ooh, sorry. Spoon that was on the floor. I just knocked it over. Get rid of that. Put these magazines in. I'm so glad we get to use the FAMAS even just a little bit. It's a great gun. It's one of my favorite bullpups, but you know, it's kind of like saying, oh, you know, the I can't make an example. I can't make a joke out of this, but I was going to say there's very few bullpups in H3 anyway, so saying it's one of my favorite bullpups is like a 1 in 10. So. But I'm so glad we get to use it, because it is a gorgeous gun, and especially this new model, if it is this one. I'm pretty sure it is. But the new model that was added was great. It was excellent. It looked gorgeous. Can I get an ammo duplication machine?
What's that?
And it has such clean irons as well. The irons are super clean. They're gorgeous. And I know we're just kind of working on semi right now, but we're on limited ammo, so, you know, semi makes a lot of sense. And I don't think I'm going to try and heal. I think we're going to keep this health as it is, and then when we die, we can just end the video there. Because I think this has been going on for 30 minutes already. Which is about the time I want them to last or so. So we'll see. Where is... Okay, no one can see me over here. Wow, that's a lot of dudes. That's a lot of sausages. Oh, I was actually just out of ammo. Am I actually unchambered? Nope.
Over there. That.
Oh, I am. Oh, shit, damn. I wanted to use it so much more than that. Oh, what a shame. I thought I was chambered because I thought the thing stayed open, but no. Apparently not. Apparently not anymore. It did used to in the old model, so that's why I looked over. So, just bad old habits die hard, I suppose. But, there we go. That'll be good enough, I think. Hang on, let me check the time. Yeah, that should be good enough. A bit of a shorter than usual episode, definitely the shortest so far, but, well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes we do another one, it's gonna get like an hour long, so. But, we shall end it there for now. Thanks for watching, I hope you really enjoyed the series so far. It is a lot of work to make, especially during this absolute heat wave that Scotland is going through right now. It is tough. I'm sweating like hell under this Index HMD, so, you know, it's tough. But, if you enjoyed the series, be sure to share it around, you know, like the video and stuff like that. And, you know, I know it's kind of, you don't like it when people ask for stuff like this, but, you know, you kind of got to sometimes. Because you got to put your foot forward and you got to ask people stuff like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoy. And I will see you for tomorrow's episode, hopefully. And I'll see you later. Hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.